Today we are playing WWE 2K22 Universe Mode, but I can only draft United States champions. Now the drafting will be based off of the all-time list of United States champions, so we will be able to have anybody on this WWE 2K22 video. So let's go get into that. We are here in WWE 2K22. We are in the roster screen, so let's go ahead and start the draft, and we're gonna start it off right with the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. Let's go ahead, choose AJ. Moving on, we got, you know, Apollo Crews is in here, so we gotta pick up Apollo, you know what I'm saying? And obviously, you know, Austin Theory, the champion, Le Champion right now. We're gonna pick Austin Theory. So moving on, you know, I've done my research. I didn't want to come into this and not know who I had the opportunity to pick. So some of these guys I'm going to be going for. Some of them I might not pick because there's a bunch. We're going to go ahead and pick Bobby and Booker T right here, and the Hitman Bret Hart. Let's go ahead. Ooh. All right, moving on, we have Damian Priest as the next pick, and after that, we have Demon Finn Balor right here, but we're going to pick Finn Balor later on down the line. Next United States champion on the roster will be Dolph Ziggler. Let's go ahead, pick him. You love to see it. I think I just said Dolph without the L. And next up, we are going to be picking Eddie and Edge back to back. You love to see it. I had to fact check myself because I wasn't for sure if Edge was a United States champion or not, but I literally did the research, so like he was like one of the top guys on my list. So moving on, I don't think Farouk was one, and here is the boy Finn Balor, and right after Finn Balor, we're gonna go ahead and go with Goldberg. You love to see it. Let's go ahead and move on. We got Happy Corbin, you know what I'm saying? Baron Corbin had the title at one point. Love that guy. Moving on, we got JBL as the next one on the roster. Following that up with Jeff Hardy. Let's go on. Jinder Mahal was one. Am I gonna put him in? I am gonna put him in. And of course, we gotta put John Cena in there. I hope I don't miss anybody. I'm not gonna lie. I really don't want to miss anybody. I should have known this because it's actually more recent than some of these guys, but Kevin Owens, of course, was a United States champion. I'm trolling, you know, I'm messing around right now. But we have King and Kofi back to back. Shinsuke, Kofi, Kingston. Who is next? United States Championship. And we have The Miz as our next pick. You love that. You love that. Miz, of course. MVP Montavious Porter. I hope I said that right. R-Truth. You know, R-Truth does not get a lot of love in some of these WWE 2K22 videos. And some YouTubers don't even include R-Truth. You know what? But I'm that guy. I love R-Truth. United States champion, we got to put him on board. Moving on from R-Truth, we got Randy and Ray back to back on the way to the Raw brand for this United States Championship video. You know what I'm saying? And next up, we got the Nature Boy Ric Flair. I hope I didn't just, you know, kill your ears. And after Ric Flair, we're picking Ricochet and Riddle back to back. RK Bro are on the roster together. You love to see it. Let's go move on. We got Robert Roode, and we got Roman and Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper, my guy. You love to see him on the roster. Alrighty, next up on the roster, next United States champion, we got Samoa Joe. All right, next up on the roster, we got Seth Rollins, and we got Sheamus and Shelton back to back. Sheamus and Shelton have both held the title. That's fire. That's fire. We got Stone Cold Steve Austin as the next one on the roster. I haven't done that in a video yet, but alrighty. I thought that the roster might have gone past Stone Cold, but I don't think any of these people have won a United States Championship. Maybe Ted DiBiase, but I don't think so. All right, before we hop into week one, we have 36 participants on the roster, and we are going to make our United States champion Theory. You know what I'm saying? He's the current day champion, so he's gonna hold the belt. Hopefully some banger matches come out of this, and let's get into this week one. All right, week one of Raw is here. Let's go ahead and see what we got lined up in this universe mode. We got Ray, we got Goldberg, fire match. Shinsuke Nakamura and Apollo Crews going 1-on-1. Finn Balor and R-Truth in a potential rivalry. That's actually kind of funny. Ric Flair, the Nature Boy, and Jeff Hardy 1-on-1. Bobby Lashley and the current champion going at it 1-on-1. Maybe that sparks a title shot for Bobby Lashley. Riddle and The Miz facing off. Edge and Brett. Ooh, this is a fire match. This is a fire match. Seth Rollins, John Cena, another fire banger, and then Randy and Kofi. Let's go ahead and simulate these. Ray picks up the win over Goldberg. King Nakamura defeats Apollo Crews. Finn Balor wins against R-Truth, of course. Jeff Hardy defeats the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Bobby Lashley gets a win over the champion. Riddle defeats The Miz. Brett defeats Edge. John Cena defeats Seth Rollins. And Randy Orton defeats Kofi Kingston. Let's go ahead and move on. We are at the go home show to Money in the Bank. We got Roman, Jeff, Priest, Booker T, Kevin Owens, Sheamus, Ray, Roddy, Bobby, Ricochet, Edge, Goldberg, Randy, Eddie, and Seth and Cena. I forgot Miz and Riddle. Miz defeats Riddle. John Cena defeats Seth. Randy defeats Eddie. Edge defeats Goldberg. Ricochet defeats Bobby. Roddy defeats Ray. Sheamus defeats Kevin. Booker T picks up the win over Damian, and Roman defeats Jeff Hardy. Let's go ahead and move on to Money in the Bank. We are here at Money in the Bank, and we have the United States Championship on the line. Austin Theory and Sheamus going 1-on-1. We got The Miz and Riddle facing off. Seth and Cena, of course, continuing their rivalry. And we have... most of these guys... Brock? Cesaro? Cesaro was the United States champion, but I didn't put him in here. So, technically, Brock is the only odd man out because he was never United States champion. But, that's going to be sad if he wins this. Let's go ahead and simulate Money in the Bank. Eddie Guerrero is Mr. Money in the Bank. That's fire. And Sheamus is the new top dog on Raw. Bars. I should do this. I'm just going to commentate for the rest of my life now. All right, we're at Wrestlemania Backlash. We got Damian Priest and Booker T going 1-on-1. Austin Theory and Sheamus running it back. Theory says, give me my title rematch, big dog. Kevin Owens, Big E, Seth John, Bobby Lashley, and Roman Reigns, a fight for the ages. And The Miz versus Riddle. Let's go ahead, 3, 2, 1, simulate this. Riddle defeats The Miz. Roman picks up a victory against Bobby Lashley. John Cena defeats Seth again, I believe. Big E defeats Kevin. Sheamus retains the top championship on Raw. All right, we're at the horror show at Extreme Rules. We got The Miz and Riddle, of course. We got Theory and we got Sheamus again. Priest and Booker T again. Kevin and Big E again. And John Cena, Seth. And I almost forgot the main event, which is Bobby and Roman. It's essentially the same as the previous pay-per-view WrestleMania Backlash. So we have Riddle defeating The Miz in an Extreme Rules match. Sheamus defeating Theory once again. Theory cannot win back his title. Booker T defeats Priest. Big E defeats Kevin, and Seth finally picks up a win over John Cena. Let's go ahead and move on. We are at Summerslam, the show that takes place in the summer. And finally, we got a nice little match card with no United States title defense this time. That's interesting. But we have AJ Styles and Randy Orton, Robert Roode, Roman Reigns, Ricochet and Happy Corbin, Damian Priest and Nakamura, Bret the Hitman Hart and Edge in a rivalry. That is fire. Bobby Lashley and Finn Balor going 1-on-1. Sheamus and Kevin, Samoa and Seth, Rey Mysterio and John, and Jeff Hardy and Kofi Kingston. Let's see how SummerSlam pans out. Jeff Hardy defeats Kofi Kingston. Rey defeats John. Samoa defeats Seth. Sheamus defeats Kevin. Bobby defeats Finn. Edge gets the victory over Bret. King Nakamura defeats Damian. Ricochet wins against Happy Corbin. Roman defeats Robert. And Randy wins over the Phenomenal 1A. AJ Styles. It is time for Payback, and as you can see, we have a new title defense. We got Rey Mysterio going up against Sheamus. You love to see it. And this isn't Celtic Warrior Sheamus. This is I'm friends with Butch and Rich Sheamus. Pete Dunne, my apologies. Pete Dunne, shout out Phoenix Nitro, you know what I'm saying? To start off the show, we have Kevin Owens and Seth, fire. Kofi and Damian, fire. Samoa Joe and Ricochet, that's a match I'd want to see. Brett and Edge, that's another match I'd want to see. No holds barred, you know. I think Brett is looking for payback in the rivalry, you know what I'm saying?
Stop it. Get some help.
Bobby and Finn Balor, Robert Roode and Roman, AJ Styles, Randy, obviously Rey Mysterio and Sheamus, Jeff Hardy and John. Let's see if Rey Mysterio can win another United States title, get it under his belt. 3, 2, 1, simulate. John Cena wins in the no holds barred match, and Sheamus retains the United States Championship. AJ Styles defeats Randy. Robert defeats Roman. Finn defeats Bobby. Brett defeats Edge. Samoa defeats Ricochet. Damian Priest defeats Kofi, and Seth Rollins defeats Kevin Owens. Moving on, we're at the Clash of Champions Gold Rush. Rey Mysterio and John Cena fighting once again. So Sheamus and Rey, it was just a one-off, you know what I'm saying? Kevin and AJ, Ricochet, Damian, Finn Balor, Samoa, Jeff, Randy, Roddy Piper, and Sheamus go one-on-one in a normal rivalry match for the United States Championship. Love to see that. I hope Roddy wins that. I'm not gonna lie. My bias is towards Roddy at this point. Bobby Lashley and Roman. Seth and game. Why? Look. Go. There's not even a C. There's not even a spot for Cesaro on my roster. What are we doing, 2K? What are we doing, 2K? You let me know. Brett and Edge main eventing Clash of Champions. What a main event. And Brett wins. You love that. You love that. Let's see. Roddy Piper is your new United States champion. You love to see that. Let's go. Roddy Piper, the GOAT. Maybe not the GOAT, but like dope wrestler. John defeats Rey. AJ defeats Kevin. Damian Priest defeats Ricochet. Finn defeats Samoa Joe. Jeff defeats Randy. Roddy Piper obviously gets the win over Sheamus. Bobby wins against Roman. Seth defeats Cesaro. Yeah, Cesaro, get down, bro. Get out of here, please. Brett obviously wins against Edge. Let's move on. We are at Hell in a Cell, and Cesaro, if you're on this pay-per-view, bro, it's one-on-one with 2K. It's one-on-one. Boom, and he does. Another successful title defense, and by that I mean his first successful title defense because he just won it. John Cena defeats Bobby Lashley. Kevin defeats Roman. Finn defeats Damian. Rey defeats Jeff Hardy. That's fire. In a Hell in a Cell too. I can imagine Jeff Hardy hitting a twist of fate. Rey crashes through the cell at the top, right? We're talking about they're on the top. Twist of fate through the hole, and then Jeff Hardy swanton bombs Rey Mysterio from the top onto the canvas. Perfection. 5-star match. I need it. Randy Orton defeats AJ Styles. Shelton defeats The Miz. Let's go, Shelton. Get your name out there, bro. Start climbing the ranks. Kofi defeats Samoa, and Seth defeats Nakamura. We have skipped to the Royal Rumble. We have John Cena and Seth Rollins. Randy and Jinder. Okay. Sheamus and Theory. Well, last man standing. That's fire. Roddy Piper and R-Truth going one-on-one at the Royal Rumble. If R-Truth wins this, that's crazy. Men's Royal Rumble, obviously. Kevin Owens and Ric Flair. We got the Nature Boy finally showing up. Stone Cold Steve Austin against Kofi Kingston. Then we got Roman and Finn Balor. Rey Mysterio versus Bobby Lashley. Let's go ahead and see who will win the Royal Rumble and who will win this United States Championship. The Royal Rumble has been won by Bret the Hitman Hart, giving the Superstar Championship match in the main event of WrestleMania. Bret Hart is your Royal Rumble winner. I'm so glad it wasn't Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins has won the Royal Rumble in my last 2 videos back to back. I don't know how he did it, but I'm glad Bret was there to be like, no, bro, this is my Royal Rumble. Let's go ahead and look at the card. We got Seth defeating John Cena, Randy defeating Jinder Mahal. Sheamus gets the last man standing win over Theory. Roddy Piper is still your United States champion. Obviously, Bret won the Rumble. Ric Flair defeats Kevin Owens. Kofi defeats Stone Cold. Finn Balor defeats Roman Reigns, and Bobby Lashley gets the win over Rey Mysterio in the main event. Alrighty, Elimination Chamber is here. We are 2 months away from WrestleMania. Damian Priest and Finn Balor going one-on-one. IRL, we got Roddy Piper and R-Truth, Stone Cold and Jinder Mahal, Ric Flair, MVP, and Happy Corbin in a triple threat. Apollo Crews and Shinsuke. Then the 6-man, we have 2 Elimination Chamber matches, and neither of them have the champion in it. That's kind of sad. Roman Reigns wins this Elimination Chamber. Eddie wins the Fatal 4-Way. John Cena wins this first Elimination Chamber. Nakamura defeats Apollo Crews. Ric Flair wins the triple threat. Stone Cold gets his revenge on the next pay-per-view against Jinder Mahal. Roddy Piper retains once again against R-Truth. You love to see that. And Finn defeats Damian Priest. Man, oh man, does Universe Mode hate me? 2K, bro. First you give me Cesaro, and next up you're not even gonna book the title? You're not even gonna book the title on WrestleMania? You know what? We're gonna change this real quick. I will be back. Alright, look, sometimes in life you can't get what you want, but when you're playing a WWE 2K22 game, you can create what you want, you know what I'm saying? So ignore if some of these superstars have already been in a match in this WrestleMania card, but let's just go ahead and look at the match. Let's go ahead and go here. Stone Cold, Ric Flair, Brett, and Roddy Piper in a fatal 4-way. Who will come out on top and who will, you know, take the throne as the best United States champion? Because this match decides it all. This match right here will determine who the GOAT United States champion is, because these are my 4 United States horsemen, you know what I'm saying? Here is a look at the rest of the card. We got Nakamura and Stone Cold. I don't even know who that guy is. Jeff Hardy and Kofi, MVP Jinder, Kevin Owens and Austin Theory, Happy Corbin and whoever that Ric Flair guy is, Randy Orton and Apollo Crews. We got Stone Cold, Ric Flair, Brett, and Roddy Piper in the 7th match, not even the main event. Hell in a Cell Fatal 4-Way. Eddie Guerrero and Riddle going one-on-one. AJ Styles and Damian Priest going one-on-one. That happened on Raw tonight. Goldberg and Edge going at it once again in their rivalry match. Finn Balor, Seth once again in their rivalry. John Cena and Rey. Roman Reigns, Bobby Lashley, and Sheamus in a triple threat normal match. Go ahead and simulate WrestleMania. Let's hope that someone else other than Roddy Piper wins it, but I wouldn't be mad at anybody who wins that. Let's go ahead. 3, 2, 1, boom. Eddie Guerrero defeats Riddle. AJ defeats Damian. Goldberg defeats Edge. Finn Balor defeats Seth Rollins. John Cena, you can't see him, he's John Cena, defeats Rey Mysterio. Sheamus wins the triple threat between Bobby and Roman. That's a nice match. Stone Cold defeats Shinsuke Nakamura. I just like went into it, out of it, and then back into it. I'm multi-talented. Kofi Kingston defeats Jeff Hardy. Montel Vontavious Porter defeats Jinder Mahal. Sorry, Jinder, you just got put down. Kevin Owens defeats the first ever United States champion in this universe mode. Ric Flair, the Nature Boy, defeats Happy Corbin. Randy defeats Apollo Crews. And we have Roddy Piper retaining the United States Championship in this fatal 4-way Hell in a Cell. He has solidified himself as the GOAT United States champion in this universe mode. It's undeniable at this point. You can't deny the fact that Roddy Piper is that guy. You know how long he held it? I think he held the title since like TLC, or maybe even before that. It was either I don't even remember, but wow, what a title reign for Roddy Piper. That was pretty good. That was a nice one out of him. That was nice. Hey man, that's gonna be a wrap on the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, go ahead and like the video, subscribe if you are new, and if you want to see more WWE 2K22 bangers, go ahead and click this video here and you will get what you are asking for. Trust me, it will not disappoint you. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's been Troy, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.